This is why you need to take everything that you hear on the internet with a grain of salt. Even what I'm saying, I want you to research, think about it, and actually do your due diligence to know whether or not this is for you. The old school way of how you recover from an injury, also called RICE, rest, ice, compression, and elevation, is something that I don't actually believe. Now, to some people, this might be true. However, to have a fast recovery, you want to move. Movement is key. So the next time you have an injured knee, you have an injured ankle, you have an injured shoulder, don't not move it. You want to move it. The only thing is you got to move it in a way that is very specific to your injury. If you have an injured shoulder, make sure you're doing shoulder mobility drills to make sure that it slowly can increment its way back to full health. If you have ankle problems, hip problems, knee problems, yes, it's in pain now, but if you don't move, it's going to take way longer to recover than if you do the right movements to get it in full health. Now, I don't know your injury, I don't know your mobility, and I don't know your biomechanics. However, comment down below where you get injured often. What I can give you is how I recover, as well as what I do to strengthen that area to make sure it doesn't happen again. Now, I love discussion, so throw out the questions in the comments. Again, I appreciate you guys. Do your due diligence with your recovery, and I'll see you guys in the next video.